and welcome to Take 10 with Jen. I'm excited to bring you this special edition about anyone can sell, the disc personality edition, all about the eyes. So if you're an eye personality, this is the outgoing and people-focused people, and there's different strategies for sales with different personalities. And so I wanted to tell you, if it's your first time here, I'm Jennifer Maxwell. I'm a disc personality expert, and I am sharing my nearly 20 years worth of experience in disc and how it's advanced my life in every single way. So I actually help multi-passionate entrepreneurs, business owners, corporations, teams really just fine tune their unique skills and talents and turn them into epic results for anything you're looking for in your life. If you want to build teams, you can do that. If you're looking to build your business, you can do that. And for today, we're going to talk about sales and how you can do that. So I want to let you know, if you don't love sales, this is the section for you. This is the series for you, because in my past experience, I did not love sales. I'm not even sure I still love them. But I have learned to understand people, and I stopped trying to cajole, convince, give them the hard close, and really just lean into everything that someone is in their personality, listen to the clues and cues, and then give them what they need so that they can see the value in my offer. And that's really what you want to do. So let's talk about the I personalities. So the I personalities, if you're not familiar with DISC, it's a really great little strategy to understand. It's simple human nature. So we've got outgoing and reserved, people focused and task focused. So outgoing and reserved, that's okay. No matter how you slice it, it's really fine. What you want to figure out is, are you more people focused or task focused? Because that's where 90% of the conflict comes from. And not only conflict with communication, but definitely conflict in the sales you're trying to close. So let's just talk about it. So if you're more task focused, you might go to bed, or you wake up every morning and you start your day with a to-do list, and you write to-do list on the top just so you have something to check off. And then you go through your day and you're doing, and then you get to the end of the day and you're reviewing it in your mind. You're like, oh my gosh, I forgot that thing. Then you make a note of it so you can start on your task list for the next day. And sometimes, oftentimes, people are an interruption to your day. So if this is you, you might be a task person, but you might also be a people person. And remember that we're a blend of all four. So you don't have to be any one way. So this may resonate with you as well. So if you're a people person, you get up in the day and you start your day with conversation. You're really engaging with everybody. If you're at the grocery store, you're like, oh my gosh, I love your hat, so fun. And you're having these really genuine conversations. At the end of the day, you go to bed and you're thinking about the memes, the text messages, the funny news story you saw, and you want to share all the things about the people you've had interactions with throughout the day. So that's your basic strategy when it comes to the DISC personality. So the D is outgoing and task focused. I is outgoing and people focused. S is reserved and people focused. C is reserved and task focused. Today, we're going to talk about the outgoing people section of the chart, and who you probably struggle the most selling with, and what you need to do to build muscle in that area. Typically, you need to build muscle in the opposite quadrant. This is really just true. Opposites attract and they also repel. So you may have an easy time selling to people kind of close to you because you can kind of pick up that intuitive nature. Now, here's the thing I want to say. We're already doing this stuff naturally. This just gives you a framework to hang it on. So you wouldn't talk to Gordon Ramsay the same way you talk to Mr. Rogers, right? So you have an outgoing type person talking to an engineer. You can see how there might be kind of some conflict in the way that they would communicate. So this is the strategy that we're going to look at today. If you're an I personality, you're going to be inspired, influencing, impressionable, interactive, impressive, and interesting. These are some of the things that you are going to be kind of doing in life naturally. You're also very intuitive. So you are going to pick up those clues and cues. So here's how you deal with someone who's opposite to you. And typically that's your C personality. Cs are reserved and task focused. So think engineers, scientists, accountants, they're really fine on the details. They want to know more data. More data helps them make the right decision. So C personalities are cautious, they're compliant, they're calculating, contemplative, conscientious, careful, and competent, right? So high I's are like the life of the party. So you get the life of the party walking in and you're trying to make a sale and you're like, come on, this is going to be great. No problem. It's going to be awesome. And the C personalities are like, no, what's the data on that? How much is it going to cost me? No, we can't just go off emotion, right? So I'm using some extreme examples. Obviously, that's not going to be how it is all the time. But picking up those clues and cues of your buyer will help you give them the information that they need in order to make the right decision. So in my previous life, I was a wedding planner. And there are a lot of high I wedding planners, and I consistently beat them out to the tune of 90% when I would meet with my couples. And here's why. Because party planners are all about the party and the fun, as am I. We love to know about the cake and how many dresses do you have, and we need to get this DJ, and we should get a flair bartender, and it's all about the entertainment value and aspect of it. But if you're dealing with a C couple, like a bride, for example, who shows up with a spreadsheet, you better be able to match that energy. And this is where I would beat out the other planners, because she was like saying she'd pull out her spreadsheet, and if I didn't compliment that, or at least look at it, or demonstrate that she had done great work, she wasn't going to be interested. So what I would do, because I knew who my buyers could potentially be, is I would show up with my binder full of all the notes of the day, the minute by minute schedule I would have. And I would look at her spreadsheet and I would say, that is amazing. If I didn't know better, you could be a wedding planner. You've got a ton of amazing information here. You want to validate because they have done the work. They do. They are data gatherers. So you better let them know that they did a good job. You did a great job here. Now, there are just a few things that you may have missed only because I've been doing it for a decade. So other than that, you've done a fantastic job. So you want to validate someone's work, especially the C personality. And then you want to bring your tone down a little bit, because high I's can be really excited and excitable. C's, the higher you go, the more reversing they go. So you have to make sure that you're showing up in a way that is demonstrates competence and that you're clear. You can't just sell on emotion. You have to make sure that you have data to back up the information that you're suggesting. You have to give them more time. You have to slow down your presentation. And if they ask questions, it means they're interested. So you want to give them more and more answers. Slow the pace down, answer all their questions. These people are looking for quality answers. So in another example, in my wedding days, this one company I was working with, a venue, almost lost a client because I was working with them and they called me up and they said, Jen, the person at the venue, she's just like, she doesn't give me any answers. She's like, it's going to be fine. It's just going to be great. And we're dropping $120,000 and I'm just not sure that they can pull this off. So I called the manager who I knew and I was like, we need to get this sorted out. They switched out the planners on site and it went smoothly because this person was too like, oh, it's going to be fine. And they didn't address the concerns. C personalities are very concerned. They have a lot of questions. They want to know how it's going to work out. Why are we doing this? They ask why a lot. So you need to be paying attention. So some of the clues that you can really obviously look at is, what does someone's face look like? If they're a people person, they're either smiling and energetic, or they are pleasant because they don't want anyone to think they're mad at them. If you're dealing with a D or C, a task person, I will say their eyebrows are often furrowed. It's because they're on task and they're trying to understand what's going on and they're looking for information and they just want to know the bottom line. So knowing that is going to be critical to ensuring that you're giving them the clues and the information that they need. Selling is not about convincing or a sales script or you have to sign this by. No, you cannot rush a C personality. In fact, you may want to close the deal. You need to send these people home, the C personalities, with more information because they will go over it. They will tell you, we are interviewing 3 other people, and we'll let you know what our decision is. So you want to arm them with more information because they love that. They want to know that you are taking their concerns seriously. These people are pros and cons list people, and they are determining whether it's the right decision to move ahead with you. So meet them where they're at. Give them the information they need, slow your pace down, give quality answers. You got it. You can't be up here. You have to meet them where they're at. So that's a high level but really important strategy for you to do if you are anybody anywhere really and you want to sell to the C personalities. This is important for you to note. Bring your energy down, meet them where they're at. Eyes, you're very intuitive. You have a natural ability to connect with people, great sales skills. You make people feel comfortable, welcome. So these are just natural things that you do. If you can sharpen some of your skills to kind of match other personalities, that's going to be your biggest takeaway in terms of being able to close a deal. Let them be conversational. You are very conversational and friendly and welcoming and open, and you make people feel at ease. So that's a very great skill. Now, if you just heighten that a little bit, if it's to become a little more direct, do that. If it's become a little bit softer, don't rush them. Let them have their opportunities to think things through. Give them a guarantee. They'll love that. And really just give them facts and data because this is what the C personalities need. And I point to this mostly because it's an opposite thing. So I's have a hardest time selling to C's and vice versa. So make sure that you check back because we're going to have a 4-part series here. We've done the D, we've got the I, the S and the C are coming up, and you can really just dig in a little bit further into how you can naturally lean into your skill set and just up the ante a little bit so you can really maximize your personal strategy and help convey the value of this product and service that you have. If you haven't yet, subscribe. Make sure you hit that button. I'm going to also drop in one of my free booklets for you. You can download it. It's called Words That Convert. Nail the sale in just 2 questions. And it's got a whole words that help and words that hurt section that'll really help you as you dig into how you can convey instead of trying to convince someone to buy your product and service. Hope that helps today. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you the next time. Bye for now.